Big Mac, welcome in. How are you? I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen you. How have you been? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okayus, how are you? How was your day? Checks the calendar? What are you checking the calendar for? It's Tuesday. I know, I know. Okay, so this is kind of what happened. All right. I pet sat last week, so I wasn't home because I have to stay in their house, basically. So I wasn't home, And so I had planned that I was going to stream like during the day on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember what day it was. And then like I came home and I was getting set up for for stream, and then come to find out, so I have a external hard drive that I put my streaming stuff and like my social media stuff all on, so it's not like on my computer and clogged up, and I can work on stuff when I pet sit. And well, when I was setting up for stream, I realized I didn't have my external hard drive. And I thought I left it at the pet sitting house that I was at. And then I went there and I couldn't find it. So it was lost for a couple days. Come to find out, it was at the pet sitting house. So I couldn't stream because I didn't have like any of my stuff. So that's what happened. Um and then what happened? I think like, oh, I wasn't feeling good. I felt like I was a little sick. Like I was having like pressure and stuff in my head and whatnot. So kind of like when you have a cold. So I didn't stream until now. So today is to like make up for that. But then I'm going to be streaming on Friday. So no, I usually do not yeah, I don't usually stream on Tuesday. Even like when I was more able to stream more, I only did Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I usually don't do it early in the week. so so that's what happened. But okay, so because of all of that though, like I have that giveaway that is going on currently. So I'm going to extend the giveaway by like a couple. I'm going to extend it a couple weeks, but the people that subscribe for January they're still going to be added even though like it's not ending till February, just because I wasn't able to stream for 2 weeks, so to kind of make up for that, you know. So so the giveaway is going to be extended. It's going to be extended. We're probably going to end it. It's around Valentine's Day. That's when we're going to end it. I think that works out perfect, actually. So, anyways, that's why I'm here. But okay, so like a couple weeks ago, no, a month a month ago, I streamed on a Tuesday. Um, because I wasn't working, so I'm not working much this week, but I wasn't working at all. So I decided to take that time to stream too. So I do have to okay, so a couple things. Um we are starting a Valentine event. In the Discord. It's going to start February 1st. Just keep an eye on that because you have to react to participate so that like I could ping you and stuff like that. But and then we have book club. No, today's Tuesday. Saturday. We have book club on Saturday. So uh hold on. Well, I enjoy Tuesday. I don't mod anywhere on Tuesday. Oh, really? So that makes it like really easy for you. That's like convenient kind of deal. So I'll be honest, and this is probably just weird for me. This is probably just weird, but I'm actually not a fan of streaming unless I work that day. I don't know why. Um, but I just don't want to stream unless I've worked. My cats have like destroyed my cat Lego set thing that I did. So I have to figure out how to put it back together. Cuz I don't know how. I'm missing something. So anyways, so it's, oh my god, it has been snowing here so much this whole weekend. It's been snowing. A lot of businesses actually shut down, and I've never seen anywhere shut down for snow around here. This is the first time. And then there was a lot of counties that were under like snow emergency level 3s or whatever. I can understand that. I like to clean everything while I'm cleaning, and then the next day I could do it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's kind of what it comes down to. I just don't want to do anything when I'm off. Titan, how are you? How is your Tuesday? We got like 3 or 4 inches of ice. Really? Okay, so we got like between 8 and 12 inches of snow. Big Mac, are you like in the south? I don't remember. But I think a lot of people in the south got hit with ice. We just got lots of snow. It is a lot. And then it was snowing today and everything. So today I did start my new job. I started a new job today. So now I have 3 jobs. So, um, Tuesday. Okay. Another day off because of the snow. But yeah, Titan, I was off because of snow too. Okay, so Titan, I know you know that I like pet sit. I don't do dog walks really because I'm cleaning, because I also clean during the day. But I've had almost everybody this week cancel because of the snow. I have 2 houses for the whole week and that's it. So hopefully we'll see. Yep, I'm in the south. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Cause I have like I know people in like Texas and Kentucky and uh the Carolinas, and I know people kind of like all around in the south. Louisiana, Alabama, and yeah, I've heard that they like a lot of south people got hit. Schools were still closed today. Yep, same here. They were closed also because of how cold it is. So, then we got almost 2 feet of snow from the snow. You got 2 feet? We got between 8 and 12 inches. Titan, where? Hold on, remind me, where are you if you don't mind me asking? I don't understand the closing for snow, but I do for the ice. Well, okay, so I think the reason why they really closed here is because we had like -11 wind chills, I think. So it's for students that have to like wait outside in the bus for the bus and stuff like that. At least that's what it was today. But we got hit really hard over the weekend. Uh yeah, I went and dug my car out today so I don't have to do it tomorrow. I dug out my car today because I started my new job today. I'm in the south. Oh, you're in the south? Wait, Boston, Mass. Hold on. Journey, welcome in. How are you? Okay, so you're further north than I am. You're farther north than I am, Titan. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing okay. I did my first job today. Um Literally I was just sitting there watching. That's pretty much all it is cuz I got to learn everything. But Journey, how is your new job? How's your training going? I'm in the Northeast. Just was saying south about. Yeah. I got it. Wait, you're not actually in Boston. No, I looked up Massachusetts. I got 11. Yeah, that's around what I got too, Journey. Like, it's been crazy here. And then it was snowing more today. So, I'm supposed to have a job tomorrow, but like, I don't know. She's already kind of talking with the snow and stuff that she doesn't know about me coming. New jobs, yes. So, I picked up a third job. um, a client of mine that I pet sit and I clean for her too, and I've done it for many years. She has like her own like law practice or whatever. And um well, her assistant is like getting really old to the point where she can't really work, or like she's falling at work and stuff like that. And she's like really old. And so she pretty much asked if I would be interested in like replacing her, like her assistant and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I'm her assistant, but it's not like a full-time job or anything like that. Like literally she said it's only like 10, 15 hours a week, so I think I could work that around with my cleanings and stuff. Wait, why are you training with the police? Okay, I think I figured out this cat. Actually, I don't know. Wait, no, I don't think I figured it out. Shoot. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the instructions. But why are you training with the police? What's that? What's training with the police for? Okay. Didn't you get another social work? Wait, are you not in a hospital? Are you like working for like the state kind of deal? Thanks for the follow. Beth Betty? Bethy? I don't know how to say that. I apologize. Oh, hey, I have been playing a game this week that I've been obsessed with. I've been playing Disney Dreamlight. I even made a team on there, but the team's almost full already, so that was my old job. It was a job, but a hospital. No, I meant like, okay, like when I was asking about if it's a state job that you're working for now, like, are you a social worker for like jobs and family services, or is it like through? No, I thought it was. Yeah, okay. I thought it was a hospital system, but I was a little confused when you mentioned about going out into the community. Why are you going out into community as I'm a mental health screener? Do they not come to the hospital for that? Go to Canton, lots of mental issues there. Wait, Canton where? I feel like there's a few different cantons. I screen patients in crisis. Oh, is that hard? Some do, some don't. Sometimes I have to get them. Oh. So is it like a mental hospital that you're working at then? I used to work I used to work for this company and they were basically like a day treatment for people with like mental disabilities. I'm assuming that's what you mean, like that's what you're working with, right? Cuz we had a social worker there. Oh, by the way, guys, I have been in contact with my artists to try to we're going to try to give me bigger boobs so that they will bounce, you know? Every county has a designated hospital that does this. Oh, I did not know that. I was not aware of that. I used to work like at the day treatment thing, but that was a little bit different than like other places. Yes. Okay, so I have been in contact with my artist. Um, she hasn't replied for a few days, but hold on. Loading, 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 loading. Okay, it's loading. We'll look at it in a minute. That social worker has a license. I can't do that until have that position until. Oh, wait, that's what you were taking your test for, right? I don't know how the whole mental health scene works. Okay, so this is what my artist sent me. So she was seeing. So this is so far. So I think they're better there than currently. So exactly. That's that's why so I reached out to her after like the whole stream of talking about how my boobs were too small to jiggle. So I asked her if we made them bigger if they would jiggle. And so that was the that's the outcome so far, but nothing has been confirmed yet or anything. She was just sending that to see if that's what I was wanting. Right. Oh, are you still trying for your license? Um, I did. I did get my January. I'm skipping February, but I did get my January. I actually have it here with me right now. um, so yeah, I'm skipping February mainly because I'm wanting to get the Pokemon Lego set. And the Lego set is kind of crazy, expensive. Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you know when you're taking it again? Where's my camera? they they really are. I'm wanting the Eevee one, so yeah, I'm just getting the Eevee one. The other ones are like really, really expensive. Like the whole okay, the one set is pretty cool that has like the 3 starter ones, but yes, very expensive. I think that one alone was like 300. But I'm not getting that one. I'm getting the Eevee because I like Eevee and the Evolutions. Whenever I get done with training. Oh, okay. Is your job helping you with your license? Oh, I think that one looks the best and most reasonable pro. The 3 starter one or the Eevee one? Pikachu, yeah, Pikachu does look. I have to agree. But to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Pikachu anyways. I feel like he's overrated, but that's just me. Okay, so here's the Fairy Loot book. Oh, why is it upside down? Hold on. How do I fix this? Oh, I think I know. Hold on. I need to go to my... I was messing with it when I was working on some stuff. Ah, oh, dang it. I can't fix it without closing everything out. Is there a way to flip it on here? On OBS? Rafa, how are you? How was your day? Thanks for the tip, Rafa. Rafa, I kind of been back. I think you missed a few of my streams because I haven't seen you for a while. That's why I reached out to like check in with you. Thanks for the tip though. um I'm working. Oh, okay. Go ahead and work. I won't distract you. No, they don't. Oh, so you have to do it all on your own. Well, that kind of sucks, I guess. Do you have to? Okay, do you? If you don't want to answer, you don't. Do you have to like pay each time you take the test? Because I know some places are like that. You should be able to right click on the source in the list. Right click. Transform by rotating. Transform. Oh. Oh. Well, why did it put it up there? Why did it move the camera? Hold on. Transform. Flip. Well, no. uh. Oh. That has to be rough that you have to pay each time. Just drag it to the corner you want it fit in. It's rotating at the center. Well, Powers, welcome in. How are you? How's your Tuesday? Okay, hold on. Hold on. The screen's gonna go black just for a second. Okay. Okay. My light is still... Well, hold on. I might be able to plug it in, actually. Okay, let's try that. Can y'all see that okay? I feel like it's kind of glaring on the book. How's that? Can y'all see that okay? I'm doing wonderful. Me and my girlfriend said, oh, how long have y'all been together? I didn't even know you had a girlfriend. The mentions of Tess remind me that I got my permit. Did you really? Well, that's exciting. Are you going to start driving and stuff then? I almost failed my driver's test. No, not the well, yes, but the written I almost failed it the first time, but I didn't. I barely passed, and it wasn't the actual questions that I missed. My problem that I almost failed was the signs. Like I missed just enough to pass, basically. That reminds me, boyfriend as well. Party parrot. Wait, what is party parrot? Titan, that's so exciting too. How long have y'all been together? For a while. Met her at a Beyblade tournament. Really? Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Bo and Magna, they met each other at one of those like Pokemon Go things. Ari have drove the same day I got it, and that same day I also you hit a dog? The poor dog. Was it was it able to get to the vet? Oh, it's an emo. You must not have it here. No, oh. Okay, so I'm reading off of like another program thing that puts all my chat together. So, Titan, it did not show up on here. About 9 years. Whoa. We weren't originally going. Wait, why are y'all getting married now? Almost. Almost? Wait, what do you mean by almost? It's so funny because I haven't beaten her yet. It's crazy. I used to be the best, but I've been defraud? Fraud? What is defraud? You know, I haven't played Blade since I was like a kid. I was like really into it. It took 10 years for me. Whoa! Why did it take so long, Okayus? But we retouched on the topic of children, and I said I don't want kids unless I'm married. So, oh, wait, are you gonna have kids like right away then? Sometimes you just got to hang in there. Wait. Okay, that is some patience there. 10 years? It was a German Shepherd that ran into the middle of the street. Oh. Yeah, but like, oh, you almost, but you didn't, right? So it was okay then, right? Dang it. Oh, you got a girlfriend too? I didn't know that. How long have y'all been together? I love when people get together and marriage and all of that. I was Rafa. I was just talking to him because he does too. I was just talking to him. We might have to soonish. I will be 40. Whoa, Titan, you're gonna be an old. Never mind. Before I caught myself before I finished that sentence. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what the age is for women when menopause is or whatever, so yeah, I slammed the brakes and honked, but we've been just over a month. Oh, so you're like super new. Where did you meet her? And four ads. Oh, ads. Yeah, I'm 44. We ain't doing the kid thing at this age. Patience left a long time ago. Okay, so did you want kids? Or it just kind of happened that y'all just didn't? Titan, you're old. I didn't say she was old. I didn't say that. I didn't finish what I was going to say. I started to say it, but I didn't. I caught myself. um, okay, book. Fairy Loot book. Here's the Fairy Loot book for January. I just got this. It took forever to get this. But this is the new list that I'm on. This is the romancy book. So off and on, at times I wanted kids, but ultimately no, as my body started. Oh. Have you thought about like adopting or something? Hubs would love to carry on the name, etc. That's fair. I've heard that from other people too. Me, I don't really care. I don't really care about my name, so welcome back. Get them a dog or a cat. We didn't originally want kids, but I think we're getting a little. Oh, have y'all just told them that y'all don't want kids? Uh, I'm more open to adoption, but he, for some reason, doesn't believe it. Wait, what doesn't he believe in about adoption? I'll be honest, that is something that I kind of wanted to do. Okay, I'm not a big kids person, especially like little kids or whatever, but I've always wanted to adopt, but I always, to be honest, I always wanted to adopt like overseas, like a child from overseas. Oh, that's funny that you mentioned about the Chinese thing, because that's exactly where I wanted to adopt. I had a dog cute. Oh yeah, yeah. Titan just went through all of that. My boyfriend wants to take my name. I know somebody that did that actually. Um, like the husband took his wife's name instead of the other way around. But like for him, there was just like a lot of like bad memories kind of deal, so that's why he wanted to. Yeah, his parents are very traditional Chinese. Wait, do they not do adoption? My mother-in-law used to ask about kids all the time. I had to start making posts like, you don't know what someone's going through, so stop asking. Yeah, yeah. I have a friend. I mean, she has a baby now, but it took her years to like have one. And it like that was something that always bothered her because she always wanted kids. Thanks. Uh, is it Maya? Maya, thank you. How are you? Welcome in. Do 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 do. Uh, Same with my boyfriend. Like wanting to take your name, pronounced as my. I like that name actually. Welcome in. How are you? Are you a book person or anything? Okay, here. This is on the new list that I just joined, the romancy one. So I like the colors, obviously, because, I like blue. So there we go. Like the trauma. Oh, does he have a lot of trauma, with his family and stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, um I know someone that's like that. So they took on their wife's name because they didn't want anything to do with the last name, basically. This is kind of cool. This is the first time I'm looking at this too. So Aiton, did you get this one? I'm trying, like, my camera does not I can't zoom out of it. I wish I could, so I'm trying to show y'all as best as I could. I either want to get a new stand or a new camera. I like the naked cover of Fairy Loot better than the. Did you get the same book? Yeah, he wants to break the generational curse, so he wants to change his name to mine. I don't know much about that. Does changing her name do that? This is kind of cool cover though. I usually don't like books with like people on them, but I kind of like this one. And then you don't like this dust jacket? I also got the Graceless Heart book for the adult fairy book, waiting on my other one that has the YA in it, but I already know what the book is. How did those look like? Like I said, I got off that list. I don't know, but at least they won't be associated with the that's fair. That's fair. That is fair. Like, do y'all have an idea of when you're getting married and all of that? Okay, I'm going to announce this again. Okay, so we're doing a giveaway for the subs, but because January kind of like got really screwed up with my stuff, I'm extending the giveaway until February 14th. So January peoples, I'm gonna like keep track, and then y'all will be entered in. And then like whoever subscribes like the first 2 weeks of February will be entered into the giveaway for the audiobook. Also, yeah, you and your boyfriend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Um, Valid, to be honest. I've seen some couples get married and pick a new last name that theirs own, and also really, I never had that. I never seen that done. Oh, you're not? Is that something y'all want to do though? Like, um, also starting February is going to be, we're starting a Valentine event. It's going to be 2 weeks. We're going to have two, like, hangout things, whatever you want to call it, events. One is going to be movie night and one's going to be a reading thing. We've only been together for, hey, I'm just saying, I have seen people get married like less than a year. So, yeah, one day we want to get married. Okay, okay. Because, like, like some people already know, like, like it's in talks before it actually happens. If my hubs had a terrible last name, I could see having picked a whole different name. Um, I don't like my name. So I'm not going to share what it is, but I used to be made fun of because of my last name, so I'm not a fan of it. Neil, welcome in. How are you? How is your what is today? Tuesday. How is your Tuesday? So anyways, Valentine's event. I will be making a post for that, so keep an eye. I you have to react to get like the notifications and all of that. Rusty, welcome in. How are you? I mostly get, is that really your last name? Really? No, mine was horrible. Good Tuesday. I have not worked, Neil. And well, I mean, okay, technically I have, but my cleaning and all of that has canceled because of snow. So, like this whole week practically. If my boyfriend took my last name, his name would be the exact same as my grandpa. Wait, is your boyfriend the same as your grandfather? What? Grandfather? Like they have the same first name? I'm sick. I feel like, oh no. Is it like a cold? Oh, event. Yes. Okay, Valentine's. We're going to do movie night. I have a couple ideas for movie night, but we'll see because I haven't even looked if I'm able to. Um, Obviously I will do like a poll kind of deal, but I am really considering us watching a one of the Colin Hoovers or whatever movies. Also, book club. The Indie Book Club is meeting this Saturday at 3 p.m. where we're talking about book two of Legacy of Loneliness. Yes. And I think that's it. I'm going to be putting a calendar up too. Welcome in, Bethy? Bethy? How are you? How's your Tuesday? Um, they have the same first name. Yeah. Oh, that is hilarious. That's hilarious. Is that kind of weird for you though? If they had the same name? I could tell you, I won't, my own name, and it wouldn't dox me. That's how average it was. Is it like Smith or something? Yeah, my last name would totally dox me. When I was in high school, somebody tried to look me up, and there was like literally only one. So, uh, drop pics in Discord. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I will go look at that. Yes. Wait, is it actually Smith? Is it really? I was sucking on. I don't know what those are, Rusty. And not too bad, because my boyfriend goes by a shorthanded nickname version. Oh, well, that's not too bad then. But it would be weird if he did go by it. Um, no, but another name just as common. That's funny. Okay. Uh, Okay, Journey, I don't know. Well, I know the channel because I made the channel. So I I don't know what you mean. Are you like confused by the channel? Because I could totally explain that. Okay, shelfies. Here we go. Is this from um, the adult one? Oh, I like those edges. That's cool. That's the dust jacket, and then that's the naked book. That one looks nice too. I really like the edges. I like when they do like like scenes like that on the edges instead of just like a design. I don't know why. I just do. For the throat, make sure your throat numb. I've never heard of that. We have I know that there's like a throat numbing spray that we have, but not something you suck on. We have cough drops. It looks different compared to previous. Okay, so yes, I think I mentioned this in the book club channel that I was changing the format of how I'm doing them, and it's both book clubs are is going to be changed. It's going to be changed. Whoops. Um. So the regular book club, the what do I call it now? The Readers Guild or whatever. No, the Court of Readers. So, which is the normal general book club. I'm changing how I'm doing it because before I was doing the threads, I felt like the threads were getting a little cluttered for one, but also because of how I split it, I felt like questions were getting lost. So, what I'm doing, thanks for the wait, thanks for the lurk. Okay, is have a good dinner. So what I'm doing is for the readers of the realm. All right. So each book is going to have its own channel, and then I'm going to have a like threads within those channels um to separate the questions. So like the first question is going to be things we never got over, chapter 1 through 12. All right. And then the second question is going to be like the first half of the book. So that's going to be like chapters 1, I don't know, let's say 24. I don't know what it is. Um and so forth. So there's going to be like four threads, and then it's easier for people to find the questions instead of being under one giant thread and then trying to find, so then people could come and go whenever and they can easily find. So that's how it's going to be set up until for some reason I decide to change it again. uh the reverse jacket is pretty much the original cover from the standard edition, so oh, is it really? That's kind of weird, isn't it, that they did that? I might have missed that. Oh no, 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 you're fine. I may I may I think all I said was that I was changing the format, but I don't think I went into details. Um, the indie readers group is going to be changing too. So that one I'm going to be changing. Those are going to get their own channels too. And like the channels, once we're done, I can like archive them or whatever, But so the indie readers, what I'm doing with that is that the book is going to have its own channel. And then I'm going to have threads inside the channels too. It probably won't be separated as like chapter kind of deal, but I will have one channel for the question for sure. I may do it similar to the other one. I haven't decided on that, but I'm going to have another thread.
I'm just such a funny, cutesy little fairy, aren't I?
Thanks for the redeem. I'm going to have another channel in there, and I don't know if I should announce this out in public. But it's going to be a private channel for just the readers because it has come to my attention that some people may not feel very open to sharing their opinions about the indie book because like sometimes the authors are like in my Discord, so it's really hard to speak openly without because you don't want to because people don't want to offend them or anything. So I'm going to have a private channel for just the readers where they could post stuff like that. I thought about because there are bots where that allows you to post anonymously. I thought about doing that, but I think for right now we'll just do the separate thread. Yeah, there's spray. There's stray. What the F is stray? Spray and candy like things. I got the lot. I'm not following that, Rusty. Sorry, I'm super sick. I mean to say spray, syrup, and can hard candy is like I don't are you talking about cough drops? Because that's what it sounds like, because it's like little hard things that you suck on. How are you liking Caitlin's book? I like Caitlin's book. It's really good. And I'm already 50% in. But I will say that there is just a couple things for me. They're not bad or anything like that. That's really nice. I thought so because because I have some other people that they had opinions, but they couldn't they felt like they couldn't share it, What if the reader No, no, I mean, okay, so what I mean is take Caitlin for example. All right. I would put it would just be her book. She would it would be she's not rereading her book. You know what I'm saying? So with that one, I wouldn't add her as a reader because she's not rereading it. But the other ones, yeah, she would be considered a reader. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, and then that it's called cough drops equals lozenges. Why are they called that? Why aren't they called cough drops? Yeah, it's not obviously I will monitor, but it's not people are not going to bash the authors or whatever in there. It's just so that they can share their opinions without offending somebody cuz I know for me sometimes sometimes you don't want to hurt them, so you don't want to share it could be just a little pet peeve. It doesn't even mean, mean anything or whatever, but a lot of people feel like they can't share those if the author is also in the Discord. Because it's only called that in America. Everywhere else on it's the other name. Hold on, do I have anybody here that's in another country? Okay, it's left, so I can't ask. Thanks for the follow, Mar. Welcome in, guys. How is your Tuesday? I almost said Saturday. It's not. It is definitely not. Um. Okay, let's pull them up. Okay, I do plan on reading at some point, guys. So, everybody else still streaming? Yep. Okay. Wow, your test. Yes! We call it, there you go, Journey. Journey. Wait, Rusty, technically, aren't you like Puerto Rican? Not Puerto Rican, but Portugal. Aren't you like, shouldn't you know that it's called Cough Drops over there? But I really like that channel idea. It's really nice. Thanks. I know it's just, yeah, it's just so that there's an open place for people to discuss too. And it's not like people are just going to be typing it, using that channel. That channel is just for if they're afraid that they're going to offend somebody. That's basically all it is. When did you go there? Like recently? But yeah, Caitlin's book. Actually, I could look up Caitlin's book, Love in the Game. I am. I'm also ahead of my readings, so for March, I know it's like way ahead, but March, all we're doing is there's a book of poems that we're doing basically. I'm 63% in, so I'm on chapter 16. I don't know. I fell asleep at some point. I fell asleep somewhere on this page, I think. Cause I read before I go to sleep, and somehow last night, like literally my page turner was in the bed with me. I woke up in the middle of the night. And like I don't know, I was like laying on top of it. So yeah, I'm on chapter 16, and down here it says 63% in. Two years ago? Dusk, how are you? Welcome in. Hello, Yasha? How are you? Welcome in too. How was y'all's Tuesday? Um, 2 years ago. Rusty, did I know you 2 years ago? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Not really much. I worked today. Barely. I only worked like a couple hours. I followed you about 2 years ago. Yeah, I was asking Rusty because he said that he He traveled somewhere 2 years ago, and I thought me and him already knew each other. I'm doing good. Just a Tuesday, just sitting here, just hanging out with y'all. um, I worked today, but I'm hardly working because everybody canceled because of stupid snow. I am so over snow. I'm so over it. I hate the snow. Uh, we're what heck? Rusty Journey's there talking. She's talking in Portugal to you. Maybe 3. That probably sounds more accurate. Rap, ripe. What are you saying no to? Okay, yeah. So those are the things that. Oh, I was going to show y'all my calendar for because I have the calendar already made for next month. I just haven't posted it yet because I was kind of waiting um till this weekend. Am I still frozen? I'm muted. I haven't messed with my mic. It's back. Export image. Downloads. Save. There we go. Am I still muted because I haven't messed with my mic? It says it's plugged in. Whoa. Mic is back. Well, I don't know what happened to it. Okay, can y'all see that? This is the calendar. This is the calendar for the Discord. So, Valentine event starting. We're doing Valentine cards. We're doing movie night, reading night, and then the book clubs. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Okay, let's do some shout outs because I haven't done that. Card sign up. Yes. Yes, I am planning on doing. Did I disconnect? I didn't hear Firebot disconnect. But it's showing it's only 3 minutes. I'm doing a Valentine's card exchange for Valentine's Day. So depending on who signs up will depend if it's what kind, like if it's digital or not. We'll see. Titan.
Can you just stop? What?
That thing came out of nowhere. So yeah, depending on who signs up will depend on what kind. Cuz we may just do digital. Thanks for the emote, MX. I don't know what else to call you. Welcome in. How was your Tuesday? Let's see who else came in here. Journey. Journey. She plays a lot on her Switch. Neil.
You have more seeds?
Yeah, my dude giving me seeds.
Dude, it's like a present every day with you guys. It's insane.
Aw.
Your dude's giving you seeds.
Yo.
Okay, I'm out of this conversation.
Living the dream. Aaron, don't you want that? Aaron, don't you want it? Come here.
I like didn't know what you were
I'm
saying.
sorry, what?
I can do that for you. Come on. I can do that. I can do that too. Come here.
Oh my goodness.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck a woodchuck? I can't say it. I'm sorry, Rebel. I owe you points. No, wait. Wait, hold up. I put a manage reward quest thingy on my OBS, so I can click that, and nothing happened. And
That's an old for Rusty because he doesn't stream no more. Dusk, do you have any clips? Let's see if Dusk does. I don't know if she does. This looks like the start of a game. I think, well, a lot of people have Lane clips. I have a lot of Lane clips. Okay. We will go ahead and start. Hold on. Fix my mic here. He has to be in. He has to be here to get a shout out. There we go. Okay. Let's switch over. Well, yeah, he had good ones, but he decided to do other things in life. He just grew up and just forgot about all of us, Rusty. Oh yeah? What did he say? Jay had the most points. He has the most points in January. He's doing well. Oh, he just came into the chat with me, Lantern Elfin. Mel? Who's Mel? And Two Wheels. Just chatted a bit. You know, I haven't seen any of them. I have not seen any of them. I didn't even know if, like, Elfin was, like, still streaming, to be honest. Mel is Elfin's... Oh! See, I don't know. I don't know. I never talked to her. She's coming back. She's setting up a streamer room. Oh, wait. So she hasn't been streaming? So I'm not crazy? I just got a stream report, so it must have disconnected at some point. Yeah, no, she hasn't. She hasn't, but says she's coming back. So is this kind of like a situation that's like your situation kind of deal? Where, you know, there for a while kept on saying that you're coming back? I mean, I get it. Streaming can be a lot. It could be a lot. At least for a bit? Why only a bit? Oh, let me fix myself here. Well, no, I think it's okay. La 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 la. La la la. Oh. Gotta fix my screen here. There we go. No, I think, how is life? You didn't even answer my question. What the F, Rusty? Okay. Let's switch screens. I asked, why do you think it's only for a bit? Reading? There we go. Okay. Switch here. I just gotta do a couple things. Oh, I mean, it's never a permanent thing. Even with big streamers, it ends at some point. I think it depends on the streamer because there have been people that have been streaming for years. Like, what's his name? Michael Plyer or whatever. Is this gonna work? Juggle, so it's less likely she'll stay long. Was she not working before? Because I thought she was. Case. Copy. Case. Save. Okay. Oh, she wasn't? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she was. Well, either way, it could be a lot. Streaming while working. Okay, let's start reading. So I know it's been a couple weeks, so we're still on Echoes of Amenity by Stephanie Chu. We're on chapter 13. Basically, let's see. Gavin is leading the rebels, and all like Morari and all of the leaders are like on like they're out to get him. I think they finally caught up with him, and he actually ends up, I don't remember if he ended up killing somebody or injuring them, but he did attack somebody. And then come to find out that like um hold on. Before I give anything away, because I've read this, so I don't want to give anything. Morari goes to try to save him. I know that. So like there's like a barrier or whatever that Gavin had made. And I think finally they were able to get out of the barrier. And so like everybody's checking over Morari to make sure she's okay and everything. Um I think that's where we left off. Good night, Rusty. I hope you sleep well. Uh oh, hold on. I don't know if my Instagram's working. Let's... Give me 1 second. I'm just... Thanks for the redeem, Rusty. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. Thanks for the hydrate. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I gotta update my redeems. I've been planning on doing that for a while. So I'm going to do it. Okay, chapter 13. Gavin rubbed his heels raw. Crashing wildly back into the woods the way he came, he ignored the slapping branches and leapt over fallen logs. He had to join his men and prepare them for battle. The firelight ahead grew brighter, and the song of battle rose to a crescendo. Yeah, of course. Good night. When he drew closer, he realized the light hadn't come from their campfire. Their tents had been set aflame. The men in the vanguard, the best fighters under his command, ran in chaotic directions. He had only a few ex-military officers among his thousands of rebels and a handful of non-commissioned sergeants who knew what they were doing. The troops that would have been the first to charge into battle bumbled about in disorganized panic, half asleep and in terror. He dashed into the chaos, shoving, hollering, ordering his men to arm themselves. He grabbed a young bugler by the collar. "Call assembly, now! We have to mount a counterattack," he said, slapping, shaking, and screaming at the few experienced officers in his motley horde. The rest stumbled around like ants from a kicked-over anthill. Some had retreated into the waters, frantic to reach the other side. The stream was no more than knee-deep, but ran with a strong current. Wading across was slow, exhausting business. Along the way, they were met with arrows and bear traps lying in the waters while enemy forces waited on the other side. Iphigenia, foot soldier, cut them down like weeds once they reached the other side of the stream, and their blood spattered the air like the floating seeds of dandelions. She waded into the melee. The smooth mechanics of her perfectly trained sword worked, spilling blood with cold, deadly efficiency. On the outskirts of the valley, Arrow took pleasure in seeing the rebels panic. Her first line, the troops that stirred up the chaos, came back without a casualty. They waited until the last of Iphigenia's troops pulled out, then Arrow's forces moved back in. The rebels' sentry line didn't have time to give out an alarm, as the sound of thundering hooves was all around them. Errol's cavalry swarmed them with spears and swords, cutting them down. She saw her combatants facing only token resistance. They could keep going, hacking until the last of the rebels surrender. They could swiftly kill 50, 100, maybe more, and she wanted to. But by that time, the entire army of rebels would be aroused. She knew her troops must fall back before that, while escape was still easy. Sting like bees, then fly away. That was their plan. Running away was not Errol's style, nor was it of her soldiers. But to make Fangbane's strategy work, she knew she had to obey. Errol pulled her forces out as Iphigenia's Valkyries ran back in. As she trotted to lay still in the dark parts of the forest, she saw a numbskull dashing in opposite direction of the rebels' retreat. Once she got a good look at him, it all made sense. It was her former leader. The sight hit like a blow to her chest. She watched him rally a heavy battle cry as he charged into Iphigenia's cavalry units. He hacked and slashed at anything in his way, not acknowledging the brave fighters who dared to cross his path even for a second. Errol galloped over to a dark patch of land where she knew Iffy would be positioned. She found Iphigenia pulling out her sword from the leg of a dead man and flicking off the blood from her blade. She was so calm, as if she was plucking fresh flowers from the field. The sight of blood and death didn't bother her in the slightest. She was not at all what Errol expected. "Retreat!" Errol ordered. "This raid is over." "What?" Iphigenia was stunned. "Is it not working?" "The violent tiger is hacking his way through your line. This is no longer your battle." "What do you mean? This is our battle." "I will finish what I failed to do," Errol shouted. "But I will not let you get involved. Take your Valkyries back to camp and inform them of the situation." She snapped the reins and shouted, "Forward!" Errol weaved through Iphigenia's soldiers, leaving behind the rest of the Valkyries that were temporarily in her command. Only the original soldiers from Athia Main followed Errol and charged at the commander to finish what they started. "Lady Errol!" Iphigenia cried back, but it was no use. Errol charged into the bright cluster of engulfed rebel tents, swinging her sword like a reaper bringing in a good harvest. Half of the rebels who stumbled out of their tents weren't even armed. Behind her, her Athenian brawlers swung deadly arcs with long-handled hammers, cracking skulls like an Exdoxian polo player. Her cavalry took up their battle cry, but the panic scream drowned out their war cries. She charged straight for Gavin. Her horse took a grand leap over fallen soldiers, and her sword came crashing down on the violent tiger. He saw the incoming commander flying on her mount and raised his spear. A loud clang bloomed through the forest, and he stumbled farther back than he expected. When he looked up, he realized why. The tiny rider was replaced by a stout, bearded commander with arms as mighty as Envel's. He boomed in a husky voice, "Who are you, and what have you done with our leader?" Gavin looked at Errol with interest, almost as if he didn't dare to kill the rare specimen. She could transform into the legendary brawler who lifted Lake Urab, and his skill could outmatch hers. but her creative intelligence, he may not be able to keep up. You have strong reserve, Errol, Gavin said. I always envy that about you. She charged at him again, lunging into another stab. He pivoted his horse just enough to avoid her blade. When he turned back, her horse no longer had a rider, and she had reached an upper branch, now taking form as a tiny child, nimble as a monkey. She swayed and fell forward. On her way down, she grew tenfold and slammed straight into Gavin with the strength of 5 horses kicking. Give me 1 second, I just want to see. If it had been any other human, they would have been flattened, skull cracked on impact. But as dust flew upward, her body only left a large crater in the ground, with Gavin secure in a transparent dome of core that he held up with both hands. He dropped his shield and launched his feet into the air. Along the way, head-sized rocks ejected upward from the ground, and he kicked 2 heavy rocks at her. Then 3 more. They slammed into her and shattered like dry biscuits, doing no more than tickling her skin, but her movements were sluggish, too slow to block Gavin's mighty kick that sent her tumbling on her back like a helpless turtle. She hissed, her hand clutching her abdomen, and she struggled to concentrate. Her body was forced into her normal form, a taller, skinny frame with a cascade of lime-colored hair and radiant golden eyes. Give me 1 second. Okay. A strange gust picked up in the otherwise still night. The trees did not sway, nor did the leaves flutter. Yet, this gale was clearly targeting him, circling around his feet. Gavin turned and saw a large branch, larger than a horse and carriage, carried by strong gusts. It slammed into him. His spear flew from his hand, disappearing into some bush in the dark, and his body was nailed against a tree, now buried among the debris. Iphigenia dashed towards him, sword out as she waited for Gavin to emerge from under the branch, weighing down his body. I told you to leave, Errol said, wobbling as she picked herself up. It was the first time in years anyone besides Gavin had seen her true form. But at this point, she didn't care. Her only resolve was to make sure Gavin was put to a halt. To her surprise, Iphigenia didn't question her new appearance. She wasn't fazed at all to see a shapeshifter. Lady Errol, Iphigenia called out, you would not fight him alone. As soon as Gavin emerged from the debris, Iphigenia charged straight at him. Her blade slashed enough to lay a shallow wound. Blood. He saw it, felt it, even tasted it all around him in the mist. Errol landed a high kick, one that made Gavin stumble. He caught the second advance, swung her overhead and around like the god of thunder, and hammered her into the ground. The wind picked up again. This time it swept around his feet and slid him forward as if he was tied to a galloping carriage. He landed several feet away, now at the mercy of the Minnetan warrior. Gavin got to his feet, and took a swing with his fist. But Iphigenia dropped and spun so that he half tripped, half crashed into her, kicked both her legs upward, using the strength in her thighs and his own momentum to hurl Gavin up and forward in a tumbling arc. As he crashed hard on the forest floor, Errol came up behind him. Only his lightning-fast reflexes spared his limbs as he dodged the blade. But still, her blade's edge carved a gash across his side. Gavin was now on his feet, hands in front of his face. He had one weapon left in his belt, a bloody dirk. It was useless trying to block a sword blow with that little needle of a blade. Errol and Iphigenia kept him locked from both sides. They circled, finding moves and false jabs. Gavin was at the mercy of their strikes. The more blood he lost, the slower his reflexes got. But he didn't dare look down, not even a slight glance, to see how badly he was wounded. He slowed his movement just a sliver, trying to time the rate of their jabs. When Iphigenia reached out again, Gavin sandwiched her blade between his hands. She was bewildered, staring at the maniac before him with red trickling down his hands. He managed to yank the sword from her hand and landed a devastating kick to her chest. Iphigenia crashed into a tree trunk several feet away. Errol broke into a sprint, transformed into a giant brawler, mid-swing, and tackled him. Errol met the warrior fist to fist, pushing each other and locked in a game of strength. Gavin loosened his grip, let Errol fall forward off balance, and elbowed her in the abdomen. It was not a regular jab. Gavin had enforced his hit with core, inflicting pain so great it was as if she fell off the edge of a rocky cliff and landed on a pointed rock. The pain caused her to retract back into her normal form again. Errol fell to the ground in a fetal position. Gavin pulled the dirk from his belt and raised it over her head. He waited for a split second. Not for Errol, but for her ally in this battle. He counted the sound of her steps. Gavin spun around, and Iphigenia was greeted by the abrupt turn of his blade, now lodged into her chest. Errol watched helplessly from the cold ground. Iphigenia stared at Gavin as her vision darkened and spots danced around her eyes. As weakness washed through her, cold and sleepy, she couldn't hold her arms up any longer. Her hands fell to her sides. She was waiting for Gavin to end it, but he was mesmerized by the sight of her blood running. He gaped at the darkening stain spreading across her breast, down past her belly, soaking her entire tunic and running down her thighs. Gavin grasped the hilt of his dirk in hand and gently drew it out. An arterial font of crimson burst from her chest, pulsing with each pounding beat of her heart. Her world was dark now. The sound of her pumping heart began to fade into silence, and when Errol could no longer hear its beating, she knew her world was gone. Gavin's eyes seemed almost aglow with bloodlust. He scanned with his free hand, feeling the blood seeping freely from his fingers. He brought his hand to his lips and tasted the blood. Coppery gore. Errol felt a shiver of revulsion at seeing him lick his bloody fingers. She erupted in an agonizing scream. I'll make your blood flow like the Aveline River itself. He looked at her, now with the dirk pointed in her direction. Before he could hold good on his resolve, his attention was drawn to the sound of horses neighing, and he saw men approaching from all sides. The rest of the light brigade was catching up. His shifting eyes told her he knew better than to engage. With his injuries, he wouldn't be able to fend off the rest of her allies. Gavin dashed to the nearest mount and kicked it forward without securing himself completely in the saddle. And though Errol didn't want to let go of him, she had to admit defeat. She looked down at the lifeless body of the young Valkyrie who fought by her side. What she saw was no less than a sister, a comrade who had no reason to die before her time. She wondered if she had listened to Fangbane's orders, perhaps there would have been fewer casualties, fewer injuries, one less sacrifice. As her soldiers closed in, she inhaled and transformed back into her disguise. The second in command of Altea Main. Errol still had a rabid leader to catch. Get a drink of water here. Sorry, it's getting drink. 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 Give me 1 second. Fa la 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 la. Okay, I don't think anybody came in. Thanks for the follow, guys. I'm so sorry. I did not see your follows. Welcome in. How are y'all? I'm using like another site that has my chat and I forget it doesn't show the follows or anything. So anyway. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, let me refresh this actually. Okay. We'll probably do this chapter. And then this is probably going to be the last chapter. And then I'll head off. I don't think anybody came in for me to do shout outs, so give me 1 second. gets hot in this room. Especially when I have the lights going. Ziri, how are you? How's your day? Did you finally get off? Did you get off late? How? Let me do a shout out for you. I'm good. Just got oh, how was that? Was that going good? How long has it been now? Just watch some stuff? What did you watch? I figure you've probably finished Stranger Things at this point, right?
Sandra and Allison.
God.
So you see beside you, to your left and your right.
Is this the D&D?
You see Axel. In the same style dress as you remembered before that day. And to your right.
Where's Magna? Oh wait, is he the one in the middle?
Put that away.
Yeah, we started seeing each other in November, so wow. Ziri, are y'all still planning on doing D&D or no? I haven't heard anything unless I missed something. Which could have been the case. I miss things a lot. Ugh. Oh, last month? Did y'all start something new then? See, I haven't watched it yet. I need to. I haven't watched much of anything. I have kind of been, distracted by Disney Dreamlight. Like, I have a team and everything on there, so... No, I haven't been... Oh, no, it's nowhere. I just didn't know. Because I know that, like, when we talked, I think you, said January, so I was like, maybe I forgot. Oh, I've never heard of that show. Is it any good? I started watching Grimm. And then another show I started watching was Switch at Birth. So, yeah, I was planning it, but life got busy. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Mine has kind of slowed down, but it's going to pick up. I think it's going to pick up here soon. Like, I have 2 pet sittings in February, so... It's been out for quite a few years. Really? What is it about? Ziri, I have been in contact with my artist to make my boobs bigger so that you can see them move. I showed the video earlier. Yeah, let me show you. I'll show you. This hasn't been confirmed, but this is just the example that she sent me. Hold on. Move this over here. Okay. So I feel like they move more. I can't tell which one moves more. I feel like the second. So I have been in contact because I asked her. I feel like my boobs were too small to move because you can't see them right now. So I feel like that will fix it. So yeah. Zeri, I did my new job today. It was just training, so all I literally did was sit and watch this old lady do computer stuff or attempt to do computer stuff. That's really what it was, is her attempting to do it. So, yeah, they were definitely noticeable. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the issue. So, I haven't heard back from her yet, so hopefully I'll get that fixed. Ugh. I will get that fixed. There was. Okay, so this lady, she's really old. Like, she has to be late 60s, maybe early 70s. And she's still working. And so, like, she has to train me to do the stuff that she does. And a lot of that's computer work. And so, I literally just watched her attempt to do computer stuff because she was not good at it. She was horrible. Like, she couldn't do, like, simple things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So, like, and like, the reason why I'm basically taking her job because she is getting old, because like she's fell at work and she's fell at like home and stuff like that. So um so I basically am taking her work. I'm taking her job basically because of it. Because she's old. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to be doing is computer work because see, a client of mine, she has her own like law practice and I'm going to be her assistant. So that's why I'm just going to be her assistant. It's like scanning papers and stuff like that, you know? So there's not really a whole lot to it, I don't think. So this is like going to be on top of my other stuff, my pet sitting and my cleanings. Because she told me it's only like 10 to 15 hours a week. So I think I can manage that, especially since like I've been having weeks like this week where everybody cancels and I have no jobs. So yeah. I know. I do. Okay. I have this thing. And it's something I really have to work on and I really have to be mindful of because I have this thing of having to fill up all of my time. So, like, I would easily just fill up all of my time and then I'm like hardly home and hardly like do anything else kind of deal. So, um, I that is something that I do have to be careful on. But I think it would be okay. Like I said, it's only like 10 to like 15 hours a week. So yeah, I don't have it. I'm so bad. gotten better over the years, but I used to be really bad. like it used to be really bad on the whole work and life balance. Cause like, and it also depends on the job. Cause like, a lot of times I don't mind working, you know? So, I'm just weird. But, yeah. Oh, Ziri, we have some events coming up in the Discord. We're going to be doing a Valentine event thing that'll be starting on the 1st. So, ooh. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to continue. I'm going to try to get through one more chapter. And then that'll be done on the reading. Ziri, I have created like a whole like team on Disney Dreamlight, and I have people on there actually too. You can only have up to 8 people, and I have like 7 currently. Oh, did they really? Which stickers? Can you like post a picture or something? Because there was a Okay, so when I do the stickers, I do try some of them are random because I just grab and like, here you go. But other ones I'll kind of look through and see. Nice. I should put stickers on mine. I don't know. I haven't decided how exactly I'm decorating my set because it's not done. Like, I gotta get a new desk because this one sucks like balls, so... Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have many of those. Those are from Sangi, by the way. Those are the ones that's on the shop that me have. I didn't know if the reading ones will go on the laptop. Really? Wait, is this the laptop that doesn't work no more? Or did you get a new laptop? No, the new one. Did you tell me you got a new one? Did I just forget? If I forgot, I apologize. I don't mean to forget. Wait a second. Was it... It's not as good as your last laptop, right? Right, okay. Okay, I vaguely remember that. Very, very vaguely. But anything past that, I have no idea. I started this Book Nook thing that I got for Christmas. I'm not very far, but go. I don't know why it's so much bigger. Why did it move there? So, anyways, so this is what I got so far. I got the cat. Can you see the cat? Where's the light? I should get a new camera. It's upside down. Why is it upside down? There you go. So yeah, I started this. Obviously, I didn't get very far. I just started it last night, so like right before bed. So there we go. So I started that. I finished the other building thing that I had because I gave that to my client. And that one took forever to do. It was so... That one was frustrating. I did not like it at all. And here in February, I pre-ordered the Eevee Lego set. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay. That is way too expensive. The Eevee one I felt like was more reasonable. Okay? Cause like let me see. So the Eevee is 60, which I feel like is kind of reasonable considering that Legos is kind of expensive as it is. Because, like, if you look up just Lego sets, so, like, they have this Lovebird one. They have this Lovebird, and it's 50. So, like, the Lovebird is 50. Some of these are not too bad. This one right here is 140. $40 for Bugs Bunny. $50 for the dolphins. So the Eevee, I felt like was not too bad. That was more reasonable. But the other set, the one with like all three of them. Okay, they have Pikachu and the Pokeball for like 200. That is way too much. That is way too much. Where's these other ones? The the one that has all 3 of the starter Pokemons, that one is too much too. This is showing like 700. Is that correct? Oh, it's from the Pokemon Center itself. So it's not showing the price on the actual site. But yeah. The other ones, yeah, I agree. They're all too much. But Eevee, I feel like was not. I feel like he was not wasn't that bad. And honestly, I prefer Eevee over the other ones anyways, so I don't know how some of these are on. Some of these are listed on eBay. How is that even possible? They're not out yet. They don't come out till like February, I thought. Pre-sale. Oh, it's a pre-sale. Welcome in, Half. How are you? Yeah. Have you seen what the Pikachu looks like anyways? I mean, Pikachu doesn't even look that great. But I'll take Eevee. I'm not a huge Pikachu fan to begin with because I feel like Pikachu is kind of overrated. Just my opinion, not to offend anyone. But that's what I don't know, that's what I think. Okay, we're going to continue reading. It does. Zeri, did you get any ice or anything? I know a lot of people in the south got ice. Or did it miss you somehow? Just rain? You're very fortunate. Oh my god. Zeri, my whole state, I almost said where it was, but my whole state literally have been under snow emergencies. And some areas have been up to like level 3s emergencies. So it's been kind of crazy. Yeah, it's cold here too. So our schools did not have school because the wind chill was like in the negatives. So they didn't have school because of that. So currently it says it's 10 degrees here, but it feels like it's -4. It's getting down to 0 degrees by 5 a.m. So I am not going outside at all. This weekend is supposed to get colder again. Let's see, this weekend. This weekend, -3. 5. -3. That's cold. I can't deal. I can't deal with this coldness. Just stay inside. My snow days, I literally just stayed inside. I played Disney. Okay, chapter 14. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Chapter 14. Ouch. The sun was beginning to light the sky, but Gavin would bet all the fortunes in the Athenian Sea that only a few of his people got rest that night. He had forced them to keep moving until they passed the next mountain when he was certain his enemies were no longer tracking them. Gavin posted triple the guards, but almost every man and woman in camp spent the rest of the night awake or tossing in short, fitful bursts of sleep. The mere memory of the assault from the blackness of those cursed woods left the whole rebel army on edge and exhausted. They had 3 hours of rest at most, with no campfire, few supplies, and many friends lost, until he rallied them to stand up and march again. A word with you, Your Honor. Eon, the blacksmith greeted, now with patches taped to his chin and forearm. We lost a quarter of our men last night. Since we would be unable to take them home to their families, it seems that the least we can do is give the fallen a proper burial. Gavin stroked his stubbled chin, pausing. In war, the dead are dead, and the living must keep living. We need to move. Move where? He spoke with the power and bravery no one else had left. They know where we are now. There's a high chance they know we'll be after the weapons in Genmali. If we march there now, we'll be asking to be trapped. We can still make it before them. He patted Eon's shoulder, then continued leading the men at the front. Move it, people. We're wasting daylight. Go! Eon shook his head and directed his attention to the remaining medics still packing up the blankets and cookware they had left. Could you, he asked the medics, a short prayer in a hole in the earth? I'll join you. The medics nodded, more than pleased to stay behind. In fact, they weren't the only ones who had begun to lose faith in Gavin's plan. After last night, they weren't sure if the battle was worth fighting anymore. Fingbane was given a similar appeal for a barrel detailed by Kieran. He pushed it as spiritual necessity. The Grand Kelta priest will not stand for leaving the worthy, blessed dead out in the open for the crows to feast. I'm sorry, Kieran. We can't waste time. We have the main troops waiting at Genmali. What's the rush? We need all hands on deck. Their numbers alone overwhelm us. But Kieran persisted. If you do not bury the dead, I will order all the troops the Celtics have sent to abandon you. It won't matter. By the time the Grand Kelta priest hears of it, we'll have Gavin in hand, and his support will be unnecessary. I don't need approval from His Holiness, Kieran said. He has given me authority to act in the interest of our faith, with the full blessing of Horus at my discretion. Fingbane already knew this, but he wanted Kieran to put his defiance on the record. Has he indeed? Then please spell out very discreetly what you are threatening. I will have all Our healers and all our troops withdraw from your campaign. We will return to the tribe of Keltas effective immediately. Is that how you want to be remembered in history? That in your bold pursuit of joining fighters from different empires to fight together, you ironically failed to respect different cultures, and hence it led to the failure of your operation? Fang Bang could certainly succeed without Kieran's troops, but it was the healers he couldn't afford to lose. Starlight had already emphasized their importance with her concerns over the shortage of resources they had. So, he gave in to Kieran, just a little. I'll let you have 12 men for barrel, but only on your word that the barrels will be fast. No extensive prayers, no elaborate grave markers. The ceremonies can wait until the end of the war. Are we agreed? As long as we get them into the ground and take 5 minutes to say the lament for the dead, that is fine. Surveying the bloody aftermath of the night's fighting, Kieran ordered the stronger troops to gather all the dead and bring them to the abandoned patch of ground where Fangbane's team took rest. When Kieran noticed that they were bringing in only the dead from their own troops, he scowled. I don't see any rebel bodies. Why not? There are certainly plenty of them out there. Rebels, sir? Algolder scratched his beard. You don't expect us to bury them, do you? They're living bodies at war with the government, said Kieran with genuine solemnity. Not their eternal souls. The burly soldier sighed as he went to tell his fellow gravediggers it was going to be a long day. Ian and his crew made it back to their camp. After gathering 12 bodies, he noticed 5 other men on the far side of the forest doing the same. They had 4 healers, hunched over piles of dirt and whispering into their palms, all before watching by a scrawny man wearing the long, white silks of Kelta robes. The blacksmith watched carefully, seeing that 3 of them were digging graves. Sorry. But what struck him was they had gathered both the fallen armored soldiers of the Alliance and an even larger pile of peasants from the rebel forces. Stay here, Ian said to his men. If I don't come back in 5 minutes, make tracks back to the main force. Ian soldiered the only weapon he carried, a shovel. He marched towards the other officers he could see was in command of the barrel detail, simply because he wore a gold tailor sash and seemingly refused to soil his hands with dirt. Oh, hold on. Let me check something. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Sorry. La 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 la. What is today? Today's Tuesday, right? Tuesday. I keep on forgetting what day it is. Oh, hold on. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm just trying to get people.
Damn it.
Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up people. Uh-oh. I lost some of my chat. I think. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're back. Stay here, Ian said to his men. If I don't come back in 5 minutes, make tracks back to the main force. Ian soldiered the only weapon he carried, a shovel. He marched towards the one officer he could see was in command of the barrel detail. Simply because he wore a gold tailor sash and seemingly refused to soil his hands with dirt. The Celta noble took notice of the unfamiliar giant that was approaching him. Through his small, round glasses, he gave him a hostile glare. His hands were laced behind his back, hiding a lightning crystal in his sleeve as he waited to see what the stranger would do. Ian raised his arm with the shovel in hand, but instead of striking Kieran, it lodged into the ground in front of him. Though he didn't expect to be handed the gift, Kieran's expression remained unchanged. Look like you could use another one, Ian said before turning back to his men. Kieran stared at the shovel. In no God's way was he about to do the work of a peasant, but he admired the shovel for another reason. A symbol of peace and respect for the fallen. Both sides worked without exchanging any words. They pitched in with the enemy, digging graves, burying men who gave their lives for their beliefs, and saying short, solemn prayers over their hallowed resting ground. Not long after, Ian kicked his horse into high gear. His small group was about to catch up with the rest of the rebel army, who were taking one final rest in a crest between high rocky mountains. To his surprise, the crowd had doubled in size, joined by more supporters of the cause. Those who have suffered from the raid last night were now in the care of others who offered blankets, warm stew, and more medical personnel. He caught sight of their leader on a ridge between two mountains. Gavin sat comfortably in his saddle, looking across the plain at the gentle rolling hills that continued to the foot of the towering peaks beyond. Ian rode up to him to see the view for himself. There it was at last, a vista extending beyond a couple of miles of farmland and pastures to buildings of gathering density, crowding together to form a small city. Northwest of the city stood a massive building of gray stone blocks. It was unadorned and without windows, with sentries visible on top battlements. Guards on horseback patrolled the acres of property, all open ground surrounding the Gamali Armory. The building was far more solid than some ordinary warehouse. The weapons stored inside were guarded behind high, thick stone walls and the latest protective wards. The scouts said there are 3,000 approaching from the north, Gavin said. First, we'll pinch Gamali from both sides, then head for the armory. Once that's secured, we'll be able to make the city our safe house. And is there really no one here to stop us? Ian asked, skeptical of the clear view. The forces that attacked them the night before were nowhere to be seen, and to reach Gamali, they would need to cross a boulder field. Another hour of marching between skyscraping mountains, perfect for enemies to hide. Even though he saw no one, he knew it was too good to be true. Many of Gavin's men had adrenaline coursing through their veins. They still felt the sting of the surprise attacks last night, and they were spoiling for a chance to make up for it. Okay. We are going to stop reading there. Just a couple announcements. One is book club. The indie book club is this Saturday at 3 p.m. We are talking about Legacy of Loneliness by Olin Moon. So we're going to be doing that this Saturday. Valentine event is coming up starting February 1st, and we're going to be doing some reading. We're going to be doing movie night for sure that I know of. So keep the lookout for that in the Discord. And the next book for the Court of Readers is Things We Never Got Over, but that's not until towards the end of next month. I didn't even realize my Discord was still up. So that's towards the end of February, and then I'm extending the giveaway, so you have 2 weeks to be to enter into the giveaway by subscribing. January's, I'm already going to put you down. You don't have to resubscribe because it's kind of my fault that with everything that happened that I didn't stream for 2 weeks. So, Frog, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, yeah, it is. Assuming we actually know what day it is. I know, I thought it was last Saturday. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting a calendar here soon so that people can look back on it. So, Frog, how was your day today? How's your Tuesday? It is Tuesday, right? There we go. Hey, been here lurking, watching Jay. Oh, where are they playing? Let me give you a shout out.
Wait, we can beat the giant?
We should try it.
Frog, when are you going to stream again? I feel like it's been forever.
I think we need to abort.
Bail.
Abort.
I'm aborting this.
Bail.
Abort this.
Let's see if we can save Corona.
Oh my god, that's correct.
It was 6. You work from home? Frog. I didn't do my normal job today, but I did do my new side job, I guess. I don't even know what to consider it. But that one I was just it's just been a few hours or whatever, but everybody keeps on canceling. I might be off tomorrow. I might have one job, not sure yet. So, League of Legends. Wait, Jay likes League of Legends? I thought he didn't like that game. I streamed a few days ago, but it was super short. I'm trying to get back into it. Oh, I missed it. I promise you, I don't think I'm getting all of the notifications like I used to on Twitch because I'd be missing a lot of people. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe it's my ADHD and like it's just not not distracting me or whatever, you know? Or I'm too distracted to even notice. Frog, there's a chance of me listening to Book Thief tomorrow. If not, there's at least Friday. I could confirm Friday. Oh, you haven't been getting them either? So maybe I thought it was like just like a me thing or something. So no, it must be like an actual Twitch thing. I mean, at the same time, it's only till Friday, and then I'll be listening to it for a few hours. So I'll make pretty decent progress. So see, okay, at the same time, okay, it sucks about not having the notifications because I miss a lot of people, but at the same time, it hasn't been terrible because then I don't feel like all the pressure, not pressure, but like, I don't know how to explain it. You know how like if you get too many notifications, like it's just like too much kind of deal? Like maybe that's more what it is. It's just too many notifications. Yeah, my Twitch notifications haven't been very good. It gathers them all up under one. Yes, and there's a bunch in there from people I don't... Oh, really? From people you don't even follow? It becomes almost... Yes! Yes! Yeah, okay, so I used to be really bad. So, like, when I got the notification, even if I was cleaning, I would pull it up on my phone, and then, like, it would slow me down and everything. Because I would hop into their streams to, like, show support or whatever. And then, like, it was just getting in the way of me working, though. So I had to kind of stop. Now I'm like, if I make it, I make it. If I don't make it, then I don't make it. I don't make a person stream, you know? Oh, Frog, I started my book nook. Yeah, it became a little too much. I'm slightly distracted. Um, I don't want people to feel like they have to make mine because I'm not about to make. Yes, yes. That's kind of the attitude that I'm in now. Not frequently anyway. And oh, how's it coming along? Yeah, so my attitude kind of changed because like it was just too much. And then like it got to a point where like it didn't feel like it just felt fakey. That's the best way I can explain it. It just felt fakey and people were just kind of being fakey. And I didn't like that. And I didn't like the feel. So that's how I am. So like I missed yours, but like Jay and stuff, like if I get on my computer and I pull up Twitch and he's on, then I'll pull him up, you know? But like I'm not going to go like out of my way. Sorry, Jay. I'm not going to go out of my way like if I'm doing something else like I was before. Goldfish, how are you? How is your Tuesday? Yes, like they're only showing up to say they did. Yes, I had that happen so many times, Frog. I had people do that so many times, or like they'll just come and say hi, and then they were like, I would try to talk to them, and then they were like already be gone, and it's like, well, great chat, I guess. Like it just became like a to-do checklist or something. The light's not super great. So this is as far as I got. Didn't get very far. I started it right before bed last night, so like we got here, got the window so far. I'm assuming this is gonna be like a wall. But I got my little cat and chair. Look at that. There's two cats. Apparently, I could change these. There's a like there's this cat, and then there's like a male cat or whatever, and I could change them. So I didn't get very far. Yeah, like they're only showing up to say they did, not because they want. Yep. Yes, like there are serial lurkers and stuff, and I know them, and that's just what they do. But I know they're there. And then there's the people who pop in for 10 seconds, mute the stream, and vanish. Yes. Now, I will be honest. I have kind of become more of the pop in. Sometimes I will talk or whatever, but okay, it depends. I have started muting streams, but the only reason why is because like now like I'm trying to play a game or whatever, and I have trouble watching a stream and being active in a stream and playing a game at the same time. Because I have a tendency because I talk so much that I have a tendency that I talk a lot, so it keeps me from. Also depends if the person talks back or not, but so it keeps me from like playing the game that I want to that I want to play. That's so cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's not done yet, though. Like I said, I didn't get very far. Virgo, you have the ADHD. It's not your fault. That's no on here, right? Wait, what do you mean? That's known on here, right? Right? Wait, what? Hold on. I'm not following that part. But yes, the ADHD is for real. I I've been trying to like figure out like how okay, cuz there's a lot of people that like they'll be playing a game and then they're in like 3 different streams and I'm like, how in the world do these people do it? It is because you have auto messages explaining your ADHD. Yeah, yeah. I I thought it was good reason to have it on there, you know? Oh, nope. Nope. No, I'm pretty open about my ADHD, honestly. I'm pretty open about it. Um, because I don't know. I feel like it should be known and it shouldn't be something to be ashamed of. And I know that like growing up, ADHD can have like a stigma on it kind of deal. So, and then I went like I didn't get diagnosed till I was like in my 20s. So, I went all through high school knowing something was wrong with me, you know, but not knowing why. About being on medication because it does help me. I could tell a difference between being on it versus not on it. So, yeah, no, that part that doesn't bother me. Plus, I feel like somebody has to be open about it because if people are not open about it, then other people don't get help. Yeah, because like okay, so for me, when I first got diagnosed, I didn't really tell people about it. Um, and it was just like kind of like, okay, I have to deal with this kind of deal. But what really helped me was when I actually started learning about what ADHD and what comes with it. And that's when I started really getting a better understanding of myself and knowing who I was. Um and uh and that only came from me being aware, which, you know, people have to be open and you have to talk about it to become aware. You know? So, um so yeah. So yeah. And like I said, I don't think people should be ashamed of like ADHD cuz like obviously I was ashamed at one point, but I'm not no more, but um yeah. Yeah. Well, because like when people first get diagnosed, like that's kind of the one of the things is that they're like ashamed to tell people that they have it for different reasons or whatever. But like for me, you shouldn't I don't think people should be ashamed of it. And that also comes with being open about it cuz like when I look back, like I could see where the ADHD actually helped me. Like, okay, take my cleaning business. I don't think I would have had a cleaning business if it wasn't for my ADHD, to be honest. So I could see where people shouldn't be ashamed, because there are good things about. Sure, we have our downsides, but people should focus on. They should work with their ADHD and not against it, basically. And that's just what I've been learning throughout the past, I'm going to say past 5 years. I think the past 5 years. I think that's when I really started learning and really got to a point of it wasn't a bad thing, basically. So anyways, how did we get on there? I don't even know how. Acceptance really makes a big it does. It does. It does. That's why, like, that's why another reason why I always encourage people to go get tested, because that's how it was for me. Is like, I grew up knowing something was off about me and not knowing why I was different or whatever. And so, like, when I found out and started learning about it, that's when just things started clicking. And it was like a better understanding of myself as a person and who I was. Basically, that's what happened when I started learning. Just get a better understanding. My ADHD has opened doors, y'all. How did we get here? Basically. Basically. I finally fixed my cat. I've been trying to figure this out this whole stream. So my cat's in the middle of the night, they like knocked this off my desk, and like half the face was broken off, and I finally figured it out. So so yeah. Okay. All right. We are going to raid Cats Destroying Cats. Yes. Well, the typewriter that I did last year for my birthday stream, they broke that too. I haven't put it together because I really need the instructions, because I have no idea what they did. Like there's all these pieces, and it's not like the cat. The cat was mostly intact. So, okay. Who will we raid today? Let's see, who's on? I plan on streaming on Friday because I'm not pet sitting. This stream was just kind of like a makeup for last week because of my dumb self of not able to find my stuff. So, let's do um Okay. Let's read out to True. I don't think I've ever rated him, but I've been in his stream several times. Last time I hopped into his stream, he wasn't even streaming. I don't know. It was like the start of a game, like with the main menu, and that's the whole stream was, but he was in chat talking. So apparently he was at work. So that was the last time, but yeah. So he was at work while his computer was streaming the main menu of a game. And so he was in his chat talking to people that stopped by. Like in the chat. Like not like voice chat kind of deal, but yeah. So, but he's there. I see he's playing a game. Life hacks for streamers. I guess so. Or just put on, oh my goodness, no. What you should do, pull up Final Fantasy, like one of their long cutscenes, and just have that playing on like repeat. and then you could just leave, I guess. So yeah, but no, he's here. So we're gonna raid him. He's playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I really like Skyrim. I haven't played it in a minute. Oh girl, that'll be my 24-hour stream. You should. You should. I think you could go to sleep, you know, just keep it running. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Frog. I hope you have fun with Jay. I should be home this week, so I don't know if you are doing anything this week. Cause last week I was like pet sitting all week. So okay. Firebot. Is this working yet? Nope, I guess not. You're doing Final Fantasy on Wednesday, and I don't know about Monster Hunter, but whenever you want to play, we'll be down. Yeah. Are y'all doing movie night too? Okay, so hold on. Frog, I'll be honest right now. I'm really obsessed with Disney Dreamlight. So I really haven't been playing. I haven't been playing anything else but that game. So right now I'm kind of focused on that. We're watching Twister. Old or new? No, Frogs. Like, old, of course. Okay. Well, they came out with a new one, so I didn't know. Like, Frog, I legit created a team on Disney Dreamlight. And it's already almost full. Like, you can have 8 people on a team, and I'm at 7. Like, it's pretty bad. Literally, right before I stopped on stream, I went to somebody else's valley to give them some stuff. It's bad, Frog. I have it bad. Old? Yeah. I mean, have you tried it? I think you would like it. You like those kind of games, I think. There's no fighting or anything in it. I haven't. You should. You should. If you ever do. If you ever do, you gotta let me know. Which is the scary thing. I'm planning on getting the DLCs for this, so. Which is the scary thing. Okay, I don't think my raid message is working. Yeah. Okay, so the DLCs. They just came out with a new one that a lot of people like, because like you actually get a horse and you can ride Finn like around on your valley and stuff. So let's go here. So like this here is the first DLC that they did. And then this is the next one that they did. Oh wait. Hold on, there's more than that. Here, this is the other one. The Wish Blossom Ranch, that one is the newer one. That's the one that a lot of people like because you could get Finn, but you have to get like it might be the deluxe edition to get it. Here we go. The ultimate edition is the one that comes with the horse. There's the horse. You get other characters, but so I want to get those. I'm planning on it eventually. So I just bought a dog companion. So so yeah, so I'm a little obsessed with that right now. That's my game that I'm like solely playing. So so yeah, but Twister, I will probably stop by for that. Yeah, I don't think I have anything going on, so anyways, I guess my raid message is not working. If you want to, you can use the raid emotes. Yeah. I could always stop by and just hang out in voice chat, you know, and not talk about Disney. Okay, this is who we are rating. No, you're good. Talk about. It was a joke because I know, like Jay said that, like he doesn't like when people come in there and start talking about the other games. Okay, I will see y'all on Friday. Probably around 8 o'clock. We'll be streaming again. I don't know if I'll be reading or not. We'll have to see what I am feeling, but we're almost done with our book. So thank you so much for for being here. Thank you for all y'all do. And I will see y'all Friday. Bye.
I bought sweetener for my coffee. Yo, Leggy Books, what are you doing? Thank you for that raid, homie. How's your stream doing? How's your stream, homie? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody.